In May 2020, Amazon walked in lockstep with hundreds of other corporations in voicing solidarity with the Black community after the death of George Floyd and the nationwide protests that followed. "The inequitable and brutal treatment of Black people in our country must stop," the company tweeted. Since then, a Black warehouse worker who allegedly was called "not smart or articulate" by Amazon's general counsel has filed a lawsuit seeking class status, alleging discrimination against Black and Latino workers. The company has come under criticism from civil rights groups over its facial recognition software and home surveillance products over claims they disproportionately target Black communities. A news report in February cited internal company data in reporting that Amazon's Black employees are evaluated more harshly than non-Black colleagues and are promoted less often. And this week, 5 current and former employees filed lawsuits against Amazon alleging racial and gender discrimination, claiming that they faced retaliation from white managers after they spoke up. These events are among a growing list of factors cited by institutional shareholders at Amazon who are pushing the company to undertake a third-party audit to measure the company's impact on civil and human rights, equity and diversity issues, an effort that, if successful, could have wide-ranging repercussions around race in Silicon Valley and the technology industry more broadly. The sheer scale of Amazon, and the sheer scale of what needs to happen in this audit, is going to be daunting for any company, says Anna Tavis, an associate professor of human capital management at New York University's School of Professional Studies. But, if Amazon is forced to move ahead, the result could provide a much-needed roadmap for improved management of diversity issues across the entire industry, she says. That's when the dominoes will start falling. In a statement to Forbes, an Amazon spokesperson said the company has initiated numerous programs to assess and address racial justice considerations across key aspects of our operations that we believe fully address the objectives of this proposal. The spokesperson added, "We believe diversity and inclusion are good for business, and more fundamentally, simply right. Like many companies and institutions, we have more work to do on diversity, equity, and inclusion, but we are on the right path, and we understand our impact." In the past, such audits have been prompted by public relations crises, and revealed failures to monitor hate speech at Facebook, racial bias at Starbucks, and discrimination on Airbnb's platform, prompting those companies to make changes. But as the one-year anniversary of Floyd's death approaches, shareholders are for the first time intensifying efforts to force major companies to measure how their public statements of support for the Black community compare with the reality of their business practices.